Alright, so been a long time since I did one of these, but we're gonna run a Curse Seed here. Now, the description on this one was, let's see, it required some very, very careful play on Seraph to get through, and they leaked a lot on Divinity and barely scraped by. So we'll see. It is Echo Right with Primitive Mold, which is a combo that I do like. Nothing in particular about the combo synergize-wise, just two strong things. You know, a strong clan in Wyrmcan, a decently strong clan in Melting Remnant, especially when it's Primitive Mold instead of Dregs. But like as far as like consumables go, there's not necessarily any high rolls there, I don't think. Really good starting cards though. Diligent. And Sin of Shadow and Tellus a Stunner. So definitely tough bosses. Okay. What do we got here for Remnant, Wyrmkin? I could see good arguments for either here. Considering it's Diligent and considering we have, you know, just sort of Returned Soul and Shelters, and as I said, there's not really that high value of consumables necessarily in this combo. Just sort of indiscriminately consuming things could be good with a Shellsmith. But I think it's providing something that this combo does not lack, which is defense. I'd probably just do Marshallord because there's a chance with double Remnant banner and only one Wyrmkin banner that we could end up in a crappy situation with banner units if we low roll. Like if I never find a Paraffin Enforcer, I never find a Wickless Baron, if the Wyrmkin banners suck, you know, if it's like Kin Host, whatever, I don't know. I think the Marshallord just gives us more outs here. Gives us an option of some offense. And it's just going to be better at the start. Probably just Mark of an Exile. I really don't like my rationing scales. I think having more than 50 HP buffer is pretty important a lot of the time. But I would say early rationing scales can be good. Would probably take this. Yeah, especially with double temple. I mean, even if it wasn't, I'd probably take it. Tough boss, tough troop, tough thing, but it is a unit draft. I think with Marshallord, we're not too scared of this. I can blast him. It's only 10 shards, so there's no double, double stuff. Did I put this back here? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I should have, because this is... I can always shoot the Train Steward after it gets hit by this, hopefully. Alright, we're going to go up here with these. It's hard to pop this thing. Well, we're not going to pop it before this fight, unfortunately. Kinda sucks, but hopefully I can just fall down the Apprentice of Light in the next fight. And hopefully I can shoot the Train Steward, if not. Either way, we're going to leak some here. Okay. We only need one here, so let's do that. Probably still shoot this because this thing don't want it gaining whatever there. Get that last lifesteal out. Alright. Leaked once, whatever. Probably fine with an Echo Infusion. Yeah, Echo Transfer might be nice. Would suck if that's like the only offense I'm really offered all game and then I don't take it here. But it's uninfused, which is really bad with Marsh Lord. I think we lean into Marsh Lord for now. Not great with Marsh Lord, but we're not necessarily committed to Marsh Lord. We're just using Marsh Lord as an option now. If I end up finding better stuff, we just pivot to like encasement. Because I already have a drip fall, I already have primitive molds. I really don't need these. They're not pink anyway. This just gives me a pretty good option of defense. Ooh, ooh. I'm going to guess that they didn't take this unit draft, maybe. Because look at this. I mean, it's a bounty stalker. That's probably just what we're going to do. So now, as I said, we pivot away from whatchamacallit. And we got a multi on it. That banner is an example of why I think melting is potentially overrated. I mean, obviously I have bounty stalkers, so it's tough for me to say that right now, but I don't know. I've had enough runs with melting where it just offers you like Wickless Tycoon and Paraffin Thug and like that Lady of the Reformed over and over again, and it's pretty rough. I'm gonna guess they didn't get that unit draft if because I mean that early of a multi-striking bounty stalker is pretty powerful. I don't think there's any reason to reroll here when we can't afford any of the good upgrades. So we probably just move it along here. Okay, just make sure that it takes some damage here. Oops, forgot about that part. Forgot that he comes in to stealth. Well, he'll die next turn then, I guess. Well, maybe I spoke too soon, I don't know. Alright, they're dying. We want to make sure he dies, so I don't want to do anything to endanger that. But I think we could do that. Yeah, that doesn't change anything. I don't think we want to add anything given that primitive molds are already seemingly hard enough for us to find, plus it's something that doesn't help with Marshallord. That could be fine, but that's a giraffe. I think we're just going to take a giraffe and put that into the... Put that in... That makes putting the dude down so much easier. Gives him one burnout, another multi-strike. Just in case Talos the Stunner gives us trouble, we'll definitely do something here. Probably just take that. And then we could Helvat the dude, I guess. Get some health while we're at it. We'll do this first in case it's ×5 event. I'm probably ×1 it. I don't know that I would ×5 it. Could also ×5 primitive mold, which wouldn't be horrible. Guess we'll just have to see what happens. Most of these probably really aren't good for us. Maybe Rail Spike. Yeah, these are not it. Problem with the Umbra ones is like the unit is like not staying, so like Trample, Multi-Strike are not going to be good. Alright, 10 in Pierce, 30 power. Don't think so. This could be candidate for a high shard run, I would guess, but we'll just play it to win it in spirit of the cursed nature. We can just, well, we'll do that. Alright, they're all dead. I don't think I want that. Unless I want to stack stuff here, but I'm pretty sure we just want to make sure we're only getting Bounty Stalker back. I wanted that thing to die. Now if we're going for score, we probably don't do that, because we give up an entire floor there. This is really good. Get that with an early Bounty Stalker. Well, maybe I shouldn't have took the Bounty Stalker, because I don't know. It's obviously making this not a very hard game, but I don't know. I don't know a good reason to skip the trial there. Let's put it that way. I'll let you just see what they did. Okay, I do have to play it how I would play it, you know. Even if that results in a high roll, it's like, well, you do want to open yourself up to high rolls when that's pretty free, in my opinion. None of these are that good for us. Mine Horde's generally pretty good. But I think for what we have, just Memorial Fund. We'll re-roll this for another strike. It's potential that I don't mind Endless here and the Burnout. Like, there is a world where I do need that defense, and this is fine. Let's get a Steward out of here. These obviously need to go. Get rid of the other ones. They're just really unplayable at the moment. We got the Memorial Fund. Let's actually just do this. Now we have no problems with our reform pool. Just go all in on the Marsh Lord. Could do a repeater if one comes up, just because of Diligent. We also don't have any Burnout extension, so that could be a thing. We have a boss killer, though, with the Marsh Lord, if anything. Alright, we'll have a Party Boy with multi-strike, but I don't think we're too afraid of that. Do this just because it gets us around Ember Drain and stuff. Do I do that, or do I just go for 2 pinks up here? Because I'm probably never going to hatch a Sing, honestly. I also don't have any consumables for helping this along, other than the unpink consumables, which is, like, not really ideal. Alright, so let's go here. Alright, as long as they're all dying. I don't care about this thing here. Let's give you Endless. I do want to kill these still. Get this out of here. I actually just don't want to redraw that, and the etch actually, I guess the etch is better than a pink now because it's doing 2 at the 2nd rank, so that's another reason to take that. And I guess it doesn't really matter what else we do here. But we'll just get rid of these type of cards, I guess. Make sure we're trying to get a primitive mold each turn. Even though I got the 1 Endless. Put you here. All right. I don't want to overestimate my my hand up here necessarily, but I do want... Okay, at least one of them dies. Probably no to them. It's overcosted, but we could add that. Crushing Demise is always acceptable. I don't think we need it, though. I think just another reform is fine. Either way here is fine. I think I do like just another chance at multi-strike and some artifact. Quick wouldn't be horrible to put on one of these. Let's put it on the one that has more damage. Yeah, we don't want any of that. Are we hitting any more of these up? Steals. Probably not that one. We'll do the other one, though, so we'll keep a slot open on the other one. Can make one more removal and something. It doesn't seem overly needed, to be honest. Maybe just one of these Echo Breaks. But we want to keep some spell fodder for Diligent. Alright, it is stealth boss, but I don't think we're like super worried about that. Just gonna get around my Ember Drain here. Good thing we added this. We can start stacking stealth, just in case on the, whatchamacallit. Wow, that couldn't have been any worse. Timing. What an asshole. Yeah, I guess we're leaking some. Pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. And even this is like pretty useless. But I guess we just play it. I don't want to do this. God, these coming at 1 burnout. That's so lame. Well, we could be in trouble here. I don't know. This is obviously not good. Got an idea, maybe. What the fuck? Oh, Heaven's Seal. Didn't even see that I took that. Okay. Let me think about this. I do have my drip fall, so this was my idea, because this is endless. I could drip fall this. And then, I mean, how many stealth are we dealing with here? The other option, I guess, is I could... Man, that doesn't work. So I'm dealing with 7 stealth. I mean, I can have... I can drain all of its stealth, but is this enough to beat it at that point? Because I could give myself some more stealth. This guy's in front, which is not great. That's why I'm thinking of drip falling the Echo, right? Of course, I'm... I don't know. If I'm doing that and then I'm replaying it, is that even doing anything for me? These somehow just like never got reformed that much. Like, they're not going to have enough burnout to get a hit in, so... I mean, obviously we do this, I think. I could do it there, though, if I'm going to do the other play. Because that thing will come in... This guy's got 14 damage. Yeah, I think that's how we do this. So we're going to go like this, still do this. I'm going to give you that because you're coming back. Well, looks like that was already good enough, but just to complete the cycle here, we'll do that. Alright, well that sucked. But, I mean, that was just like abysmal draw order. I have a draw upgrade, and I've whittled it down to 23, and it still decided to, like, do that to me. But anyway. That's what's going to happen. Force contamination, soul-crushing guilt. I don't think we need the guilt. We probably don't need the contamination anyway, but it can never hurt. I don't know. We don't have much pink is a problem. And I already got the Martial Lord, which drains stuff. But I ain't gonna lie, force contamination does do a lot of damage, but I feel like a lot of damage is not really what we need. Because I already got that with the Bounty Stalkers. I'll probably just skip. It's like I already have the defense, I already have all that stuff. Okay, this against Diligent, absolutely. Absolutely. And Arcus. So I could go for some more removals, get some health back, which would be nice. Another chance at multi, but I'm pretty sure we're just hellventing another one of these Bounty Stalkers. I don't have to. I mean, I should check that temple first. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I actually think we just take the Heaven's Gold here. I'm not going to have that much reason. We got the double extinguish now as well. I don't know. Do I need... Oh, man, this is a quadruple Hellvent map. Yeah, I think because we have 2 Hellvents still coming up, I actually don't think I'm going to Hellvent the Stalker right now. And instead I'm going to Hellvent either Primitive Mold or Remnant Pack. Probably Primitive Mold. Yeah, this is one of those weird games where I'm going to Hellvent that. That's definitely what I'll do. Just get them more... after that fight, though, I think the Hellvent to the Primitive Mold is fine. Probably the removal would have been a better route, but whatever. Alright, this should be pretty easy. Of course, we draw 3 of them. Good thing, good thing I Hellvented them. Draw fucking 3 of them in the opener here. Some bullshit. Okay, it's a Hellborn Harvest, so... And then I draw no. Yeah, this is sweet. I draw no Primitive Molds here, so I definitely made the right call. We're just going to do this and that. This is a good example of, like, you can have a pretty blessed run, but you are at the whim of RNG to a certain extent. Okay, no sense rallying them, I suppose. He's got Burnout 1. We'll just, oh, I could have, you know what? I will do that. Remedy my mistake here. There we go. Could also put health on the Stalkers, but yeah. Start doing that. I don't mind rallying here. Now you notice I'm putting the Molten Encasement in the back here. This is because of the order. It doesn't always matter, but keep in mind everything orders from right to left, so it doesn't matter here. It's just good practice if it did matter, because sometimes you want the thing at the left to trigger so that you get the buff before it loses. Like right now it doesn't matter because I've already stacked them, but let's say they had no buffs. If I put it on the right, it would give me my 2 stealth, but then it would remove the stealth because it's going right to left, if that makes sense. So if I put on the left, it dies after these do their turn, and then they get 2 stealth, and the 2 stealth does not go away. Just that first turn, for example. I will do this, even though it will cost me a Scourge. I don't think we care too much about that. Anything else? I guess just this. I probably should have just played this shelter, to be honest. Okay, that's obviously not going to be an issue. Come on. Alright, you're obviously just going to kill him. Yeah, whatever. Maybe I could have played one up top. Oh no, I wouldn't have had the space. Intent on death, is that worth adding? I think it is. Draw or pit? Draw. We're just going to run 3-floor setup. Mandibles is probably the call here just because of Divinity. I mean, Drop Cage with the 2 drip falls is definitely obviously really good too. But I think this technically is better. Could also do Exploding Candle, but I don't know. We're looking at 15 or more HP on the units that we're thinking about here, and I think that the Mandibles can kill those units in a lot of cases. We don't want that. I guess we could take this just in case it's damage shield, but otherwise it really is just not anything. By the way, is it just me, or does the spell shield trial like never come up anymore? It's been so long since I've seen that trial. I think we just take 25 bucks, honestly. Doesn't really matter that much. Alright, I will take another one of these. Get rid of these. Don't want to get rid of too many, though. I mean, it is diligent. Well, problem now is if I go March Sword 3, I can't fit the tomb on the unit, but I don't think we care. I'm pretty sure we're just doing Bounty Stalker as the game plan from here on out. We just have to make sure that on Divinity we don't... you know, I almost want this unit to die, just so I get the... Yeah, that's fine. I think we just want the unit to die at this point. This is fine, it just allows my stuff to die easier. One, two... I will put this mid, actually, just so I don't get Ember Drained. This thing's dying, so that's fine. Question is, do I want to use this? I don't think I do. We don't want resin removal, so let's just get rid of that. I did just put it on the one that didn't have, the one that didn't have, blah. I put it on the one that didn't have quick, or whatever. Guess I could have played that. Oh well. quick, so... I actually might take etchings here just as a tech into the Diligent. I think that's fine. Don't probably need the demise, but it wouldn't, like, hurt. It wouldn't hurt. At this point in the game, you know, we're getting down to the wire here with Divinity. I really did not end up with much shards. I thought I would have ended up with more shards. Okay, Encased Armor, maybe. I mean, I am probably playing that. But, yeah, I mean, what else am I going to do with my 1,000 gold here? I guess we could take this as well. I don't know. We don't really want to hatch the egg, though, so why did I take that? Who knows? Who can know? Who can know my logic? Alright, we give... It's weird, but I'm gonna dupe you. Give quick to one of them. I mean, I don't have anything else to do with my money here, so... And then maybe we get multi. Nope. Endless wouldn't be horrible on one of these. Just get them with Endless immediately. Especially since I'm gonna Hellvent another one of these. Wait, I already did that. Well, whatever. Top level play here, clearly. Just because it's Diligent, I'm probably going to be, I don't know, if I don't draw the tomb early, that could be, you know, reasons. I think we just keep the gold for Heaven's Gold. I don't know. I guess I did have a reason just to keep the gold, but yeah, we'll get it here. I don't foresee too many issues, honestly. Resin removal is going to make it potentially a flying kill here. Okay. Definitely put you there. I want those dead. I can go top with Echo, right? Since we got all that. And just do that, I guess. Now, this is going into that. So I would have had 3 stealth right now had I put this in the front. Just to kind of go over that. We probably still play these just because, you know. Oops, I did not want to consume that. Oh well, that's why we have working etchings, I guess. Same thing applies here. It won't matter that much because it's going to burn out anyway, but we do want to... I mean, I should have just started with this. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'll put it on the Endless one, I guess. Okay. Could do this now. Is that really what we need to do, though? I guess so, because I'm gonna do. I want to get. I want to get another one of these in. Get the larger one, I guess. Of course, it does hurt my ability to draw resin removal. Maybe I shouldn't have done it, I don't know. I'm just going to burn this because I don't want another endless unit, I suppose. This still has consume. Well, that's fine. Alright, resin removal. Better late than never, I suppose. You are quick. Your threshold right now is not great, so let's do that. Get some 500 damage in, that's good. Just get some reap there. Probably not getting the flying kill here, especially with him going top there. But, you know, that is what it is. No reform this turn, which sucks. Here, let's move you down. Get some more damage in there. Here, let's go. I should have I should have done that first, but whatever. Okay, getting some damage in here. No, I mean, I could min-max here, but I'm like, let's just win. Close this one out, you know. Alright, my Jack Strips punishes here. You will get that. I definitely want this to die, I think. I definitely don't want to Ember Drain for it, so we'll put it mid and just... Eventually that'll die. It'll even take out that Wilt Wings in the process, which is fine. Let's give you guys some health. Because I will need to survive spikes and stuff. I don't need that much of it, though. How did I only have 2 Ember there? Did I miss something? Like have not been able. Okay, we got this finally. Let's get that in so I can actually play my cards. We want that to die, I think. Just so I have the room here. I should have put that down first. Oh, they're just dead. Okay. Alright. I'll take it. So yeah, I don't know. Probably not that educational. But we'll just see. We'll just see what insight we can have. If anything, it's been forever since I got to play Bounty Stalker, so I'm glad that I got to do that. Okay. So, just a quick recap on the game plan. We saw Bounty Stalker the first ring, and that was like, when you see that, you beeline for a Bounty Stalker centric run. Everything should revolve around that, which just means essentially thin your deck out, prioritize reforming, have some options for things such as Stealth Boss. You know, we had some stealth that we could build there. And then other tech cards such as Intent on Death or even some Burnout Extension would have been good, but we were literally offered none. And Remnant Pack is obviously very good. You know, just add Endless to it. So let's see what the OP did. And they did have Bounty Stalker. So I wonder what was tough. Well, I will say they didn't take Double Draw Upgrade, which I wouldn't generally recommend. They did have the Multi-Strike as well. I mean, they're definitely not as big as mine, so something there happened. I mean, looks like they didn't take this trial, which I think is where I got the Waxer Snuffer, so that's probably part of that. I mean, I could say there's other things too, such as like, I wouldn't say this is incorrect to take something like the proc, but I would say it is maybe going against the game plan that I had said, which is thin the deck out. You know, you're adding cards that aren't reform, or you know, you're adding cards that don't directly support the Bounty Stalker. You know, I'm of the mind that I'm like, I don't really need any more front-loaded damage when I have Bounty Stalker, so why don't I just not add the proc? And then the other, yeah, like Soul Siphon, I'm like, I don't really think that does anything for this deck again. I mean, I guess you have the Marsh Lord, and the idea is there to help it pop, but as we can see, you really don't need your champion, so that's another just non-reform card that you're adding to the deck. Same with you got the holdover Molten Encasement with Burnout, so you really just definitely don't need a Soul Crushing Guilt. You know, why do you need Daze at that point? This is probably fine. I don't know about holding over the Dripfall either. Like, again, it's like, are you holding that over to overstack your floors? Because I don't think you really need to do that. Are you holding it over for defense? Again, you don't need that when you have the Molten Encasement. Otherwise, it's about the same deck that we have. So, yeah, I think it's just a little less efficient than mine. You know, it has not the double draw upgrade, and it didn't focus as much on primitive molds. I even hell-vented a primitive mold. They also didn't take the wicked blaze, which probably isn't a huge thing, but again, it's like I got seven reforms versus the 5 reforms, and they also have like just a few extra cards added, along with like holdover on a card that isn't necessarily doing anything for you. So that's probably why they had some trouble, is my guess. They had 31 damage taken on Seraph, which I can only guess is because it is hard to draw through Seraph, especially if you're not killing the purifiers, and then you also, on top of that, we're down a draw upgrade with just a little bit less optimized of a deck. So I guess that just results in some damage taken. And other than that, they did take a lot of damage here. I don't know why that would be, because we took a lot of damage on the Harvesters of Death, but they took a bunch on the Clipped Guard. Just trying to envision what their deck looked like at that point. It doesn't seem like it should lose there, or it doesn't seem like it should leak there. Maybe just draw order. And that's another thing. The draw order will be different from between our runs, right? Because you add a few different cards and it messes with the RNG. So it's like maybe, whereas we had really bad draw order on Harvesters of Death, maybe they had really bad draw order on Clipped Guard. That could be, right? If they just simply put their Bounty Stalkers down and they never were able to reform them, then yeah, that is obviously going to be an issue. That's probably why they leaked a bit there. But it looks like they didn't have that bad of a run. Like, it really only leaked the two times, and then on Divinity it didn't leak, but it did not also just what did they say? They said they leaked a lot on Divinity and barely. But it doesn't say that they took any damage. I wonder if maybe they said maybe they were leaking, so they had to reload. Maybe that's what they meant. That could be, because right now it says they didn't take any damage on Divinity. But yeah, I don't know that there's much else to glean on this run. I mean, I've talked about the criticisms. We might as well say the positives. Like, they took Marsh Lord, which I think is correct. They took the Trial, which I think is correct. They took Bounty Stalker. They used a draft in it. They got the multi-strike upgrade. Like, all of these things are proper ordering. They got the Molten Encasement. They got the Endless Burnout on it. That's really good. They still didn't overly bloat their deck, I would say. You know, even though I think there's the little criticisms I made, it's not like a super bloated deck. And they did at least take the first draw upgrade. Artifact-wise, I think they made pretty good choices. I wouldn't necessarily fault rationing scales. Oh, maybe that's why that says that they didn't leak any, because of rationing scales. I don't know. I would say I don't like it, though. I still don't. Even early, I don't love it, but I could see the rationale for it. It could save you a lot of HP early, and then it make you a lot of money. But as we saw in this run, money didn't really matter. Like, I had 1,400 gold going into that last ring. Whether I had 14 or like 300 gold, it didn't make a massive difference. It's not like the artifacts that I picked up at the end were that relevant. You know, this, maybe that. But like, even the little upgrades I made here and there just wasn't really that relevant. Even though we had the Heaven's Gold, like all of the above it, it's like, I do think gold is just generally overrated. And I think I'm probably a little bit alone in that. It's why I really don't think Wickless Tycoon is that good of a unit, or Paraffin Thug. And even though it's fun to play something like Legion of Tax, it's also why I don't feel super... Like, if I have a Legion Attacks run going, I don't feel like it's a free win by any means. It's just going to be a fun run, but still has some issues. Anyway, though, that's probably all I have to say on this one. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.